Be your back judge. Mr. McLaughlin will be your line judge. Mr. Cardinal will be your linesman. Mr. Pasteur will be your umpire. The clocks are official. If we have any problem with the clocks, Mr. Ferrante's got an auxiliary stopwatch. We'll pick it up on the field, let you captains know how much time remaining.
We're listening to Dave Morgan, the referee in tonight's game. We do have a split crew. Half the crew from the Rome Utica area, the other half from the Syracuse area.
We come to you as captains, ask you to get your team under control. Okay, Cicero North Syracuse, you are the visiting team. What captain's going to call it? Okay, number 77, I'll throw the ball, throw this coin in the air, head and the tail. If I don't catch it, I'll throw it again. Call it in the air, please, Captain.
Well, we have a chance. We'll go over the starting lineups for both of these teams. First of all, Cicero North Syracuse. We'll go over their offense. Number 7, Damon Guzman will be the flanker. Number 10, Bob Campbell will be a quarterback. Number 31, Jay Plumley, a tailback. Number 33, Todd Tweeder, the fullback. Number 64, Dan Corbett, the right guard. The left guard is number 67, Mark Holbrook. The right tackle, number 70, Don Sellars. Number 79 at left tackle is Scott O'Connor. Number 84, Greg Holcraft is the split end. The tight end is number 90, Al Fried. And the center, number 99, Fred Blanchard. Offensive line for Rome Free Academy tonight. Marvin Nelson will be a tailback, number 5. Flanker will be number 7, Don Diudo, the quarterback. Mike Thomas, number 10. Jason Tremlett, number 14 at split end. 32, Billy Mays, the fullback. 52, John Thomas at center. 64, Chris Grieco, the right guard. 73, Kevin Reese, the left guard. Jim Carinci, 78, the right tackle. Craig Roberti, the tight end at 84, and the left tackle, number 79, Neil Skidmore. I think, again, that first game that RFA played here in the Dome has to at least calm them down a little bit. I think that's the main point with RFA here. A lot of times we've seen RFA really nervous and really shaken up in the first couple of minutes of play.
Well, it's a different experience when you step out on the Carrier Dome surface here. There's no doubt about it. It's not like anything you've had during the regular season unless you were lucky enough to play as RFA was the first game of the year here. So I think they do have some of that excitement that's worn off of playing in the Carrier Dome. They should be able to settle down and play football. It'll be interesting what they decide to do here on the kickoff as you watch the Rome kickoff team break out of their huddle. They have been kicking the ball right along the ground most of the season to keep it away from the deep threats.
Okay, we have 3 deep men for the North Stars of Cicero North Syracuse, all back at about their 10-yard line. As we're set, the fans all excited. RFA here again would like to get a victory. They won the league championship. They would like to see that victory here in the Carrier Dome. North Stars take it at their own 11-yard line. Out of the 20, 25, now up to about the 28-yard line. Tom Marzullo, the ball carrier. And the North Stars start off first down and 10 at about the 29.
Steve Modesta with an end-over-end kick, kicks it deep to Marzullo. And has a pretty good wall in front of him. Not bad field position to start your first drive.
Again, both of these teams, when they met at RFA Stadium, played in very chilly conditions. Wasn't a bad night. No rain or no snow. But here indoors at the Dome, anything can possibly happen. Okay, the North Stars, first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line as quarterback Campbell drops back to pass on a first down, has a man open, complete at the 37-yard line. That's Damon Guzman. And right away, the number 1 quarterback comes out firing.
Campbell in just a straight drop-back pass. Guzman comes on a little swing to the near side and wide open on the play. In fact, coming off holding his hand is Mike Ripley, the defensive back for Rome Free Academy. We'll see if he is taking his helmet off, and we'll see how serious that injury is.
Second down and about a yard to go for the North Stars of Cicero North Syracuse. Ball is at their own 37. Back again, Campbell looks downfield, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Mark Grandy at the 35-yard line.
That time, Campbell perhaps throwing the ball without really taking a good look at his receiver. Grandy stride for stride in coverage, able to make the reception easily, and forcing the ball in there that time was the quarterback, Campbell. So the first turnover of the game, and RFA with great field position to start.
I recall Grandy last week at Auburn with interceptions. RFA first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Ball carrier Nelson left side of the line to about the 40-yard line.
Look at head coach Tom Hoke. He will either signal the play in or send a man in with the play, depending on the circumstance. This time they have a messenger come in, and the officials are going to take a timeout here. On the field, they have some equipment problems. It looks like a Cicero North Syracuse player with some equipment problems.
Tradition with Coach Hoke has always been to start the game on the ground and then go to the air if you can't make any headway on the ground game. Second down and about 4 yards to go. Pitch back to Nelson, and he's tripped up at about the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll have a 3rd down and 4 coming up for RFA.
Calasani able to come up for the North Stars to make the tackle. As you look at the Rome Free Academy huddle, 2 players checking into the lineup. Tremlett, one of them, carrying the play into the quarterback.
So RFA faced with a 3rd down situation. 3rd down and about 4 yards to go. They send out receivers both wide on the right side. Back to pass. Thomas looking. Now he lets it go as a man open. Complete at the 40-yard line of Cicero North Syracuse. And the leaping grab by Dwayne Bennett gives RFA a 1st down in North Star territory.
Good pass protection that time for Thomas. He's able to set up nicely in the pocket. Bennett coming down the field, breaking to the outside. As we look at the replay, you see the good pass protection. Thomas able to lay the ball up over the defender, right into the hands of Bennett. Bennett able to come down with the reception, both feet in bounds.
RFA driving in North Star territory. 1st down and 10 at the Cicero North Syracuse 36-yard line. Man in motion. Inside handoff, and the ball carrier Diudo to about the 34-yard line.
It's a little trap play that Rome likes to run to the wingback. It's an inside handoff from the quarterback to the wingback. Thomas hands the ball off to Diudo. Diudo trying to follow the big tackle. Skidmore up through the hole.
Diudo checks out of the game. Tremlett goes wide to the right side. RFA wing back again on the right side. 2nd down and 8. This time the ball carrier, Billy Mays, left side to about the 30-yard line as he powers his way.
Billy Mays averaging 5.4 yards a carry out of the fullback position, and he's the man they like to go to on short yardage situations or on 1st down to pick up some yards to get some yardage on 1st down, so it doesn't make that 2nd down call quite so hard.
Also in the backfield now, Hendeberg, Mays, and Nelson. They give it to Nelson again on a 3rd down and short. He doesn't have the 1st down inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 2 yards to go for RFA.
No gain at all on the play, but Rome is in 4-down territory. Well, they did say he picked up about a yard, and there's no sense punting the ball here. It's on the 28-yard line. RFA going to go for it here on 4th down and 2.
7:55 left in the 1st quarter. Full house in the backfield. 4th down and short. Pitch back to Diudo. Finds a hole inside the 25 on his feet to the 20. Tripped up at the 19-yard line.
A saving tackle by Calasani, or Diudo was going to be into the end zone. A good job. As he broke through the line of scrimmage, he lowered his shoulders and was able to bounce off the initial hit, break to the outside, just tripped up from behind. As you see Diudo coming off limping. Watch the replay on the 4th down play. A good call, good block at the point of attack by both Mays and Nelson. You see him getting tripped up just as he was going to break for a touchdown.
1st down, RFA at the North Star 20-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Billy Mays can't find any opening at all.
Good surge by the defensive front of the North Stars that time. No room at all for Mays. Mays trying to go off tackle right.
We have 7:10 to go in the 1st quarter. RFA continues to drive, no score, inside the 20-yard line of the North Stars of Cicero North Syracuse. And now we have an official's timeout, I believe.
Another equipment problem in the North Star defensive huddle. RFA's first possession, and RFA got the ball on an intercepted pass. Mark Randy picked the ball off, and Rome has been running with it ever since. A key pass play in this drive, but RFA keeping the ball on the ground here early.
Don't forget our Revere Award Player of the Game will receive a $100 scholarship. We'll have that toward the end of the football game. 2nd down and 9 for Rome. Again, the trap play, Nelson, the ball carrier, to about the 16-yard line.
Good job by the defensive people that time of Cicero North Syracuse. They stayed right at home. Nobody getting over anxious or overrunning the play. Staying right at their own spot, holding the ground, and not a lot of room that time for Nelson.
RFA breaks out. They have a third down. They have to get to the 10-yard line. Third down and about 7. Wide on the right side, Jason Tremlett. Now it's Thomas rolling to his right. Looks downfield, incomplete.
Trying to get
Complete at the 5.
Trying to get to Craig Roberti. Roberti out of the tight end position. Goes up the field and breaks it to the sideline. Another fourth down call here. Let's see if they're going to go for a field goal. Modesta is in there. He's placing the tee down on the 23-yard line.
See all the fans that have come to the Carrier Dome for this football game. Okay, the spot is going to be the 23-yard line plus 10 in the end zone. Here's the kick. It's up. It's got the distance. Let's see. It's no good. Off to the right. So we have a timeout on the field as RFA comes up short. We have 6:02 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless. Let's take a timeout. Field goal attempt. Wide to the right, so Cicero North Syracuse takes over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
RFA picked the ball, started their drive from their own 35, got inside the 20-yard line, only to have it stall.
Chris Plumley and number 84, Greg Holcraft, gets sent out on the left side. First down coming up for the North Stars. They'll keep it on the ground this time. Number 31, Jay Plumley, the ball carrier.
Plumley over left tackle, tackled that time by Billy Mays from the linebacker position. Jay Plumley comes into the game with 423 yards on 81 carries.
So we have number 17, Chris Plumley, number 31, Jay Plumley. Second down and about 5 to go for Cicero North Syracuse. Again, we have wide receivers on the left side. The flanker out on the right side on a second down play. This time they're going to keep it on the ground again, so Cicero North Syracuse trying to mix up the plays, hoping that the RFA defense will look past. They keep it on the ground very close to the first down at the 30-yard line.
Todd Teeter, the ball carrier, the only back in the backfield that time. They really come out in a spread offense, a passing type set, and they hand the ball out to the lone setback. So a little different look than what we saw first time around earlier in the season when Cicero North Syracuse really dominated the first half, the first time these two teams met.
Third down, less than a yard for the North Stars, right at the 30-yard line. Quarterback keeper and plowing straight ahead as Campbell has the first down at the 32-yard line.
Campbell able to fall forward and pick up that yardage for the first down.
You have to wonder sometimes if you're the defensive unit for RFA, you have to really be alert because when you have the number one quarterback, you never know when he's going to pass. Now he's mixing up the run, so it puts more question marks in your mind.
Oh, he's a very good ball handler. He's very smooth back there. I talked about the North Stars dominating the first time around. They outgained RFA 176 to 65 yards in the first half.
First down. Campbell drops back to pass in the flat. Has Gussman with it. Goes down the sideline at the 40. Inside RFA territory. Run out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. A very simple play.
Good looking play. A good run after the catch by Gussman. Able to take it right down the sideline in front of the Rome Free Academy bench. And you got to give Campbell some credit. He got the ball out to his receiver quickly. He didn't hold on to the ball. So watch the replay. A very short drop by the quarterback. Zips the ball right out to his wide receiver. And he just walks the tightrope right down the front of the RFA bench.
So first down inside RFA territory at the 48-yard line. Campbell again this time. He's going to keep it on the ground. Plumley, the ball carrier, gets stacked up right at the line of scrimmage as a swarm of RFA players in on the tackle. Number 51 for RFA, Walter Hunt.
Also there, John Ciotti for Rome. Ciotti leads the team in tackles with 66. Walter Hunt comes into the game with 43 tackles.
Let's call it no gain on the play. Second down and 10 yards to go. Damon Gussman sent out on the right side. Slot on the left side. We have a single setback this time for Campbell on a second down play from the RFA 48. Campbell drops back to pass, has his man open. Gusman at the 40, and he's run out of bounds at the RFA 39-yard line. So Campbell doing a tremendous job here for the North Stars, as he really has the RFA secondary puzzled, at least at this point.
Well, the key to that pass is that he gets the ball, gets a lot of zip on the pass. It's a long pass, not that it picked up much yardage, but he's thrown the ball all the way over to the far sideline, and he zipped it over there before any defensive back could react up to get a piece of it.
Just shy of another first down. Third down and less than a yard for the North Stars of Cicero North Syracuse. As you see, the RFA coaching staff somewhat concerned at this point. Campbell brings them up to the line. They're going to keep it on the ground. Big hole right side of the line to about the 30-yard line. That's Tom Marzullo, as he has another North Star first down.
Marzullo able to go off tackle right and pick up big yardage. We talked in the pregame about how well the defensive back for Rome, defensive backs come up and support the run. Well, it's very difficult to support the run when you have a quarterback the caliber that's out there in Campbell. Campbell coming into the game 676 yards passing, 44 of 99 on the season. You really have to respect those kinds of numbers. You can't be gambling that he's going to hand the ball off. Watch the replay. You see the tail end of the play. And you see the defensive backs coming into the picture, but they were staying with their men all the way. It was a third down and short yardage situation. You really didn't know if it was a pass or a run type situation.
The RFA defense has to dig down deep at this point. First down and 10. North Stars at the RFA 30-yard line. Here's Campbell dropping back to pass. He's rushed, hit from behind, number 55 for RFA, Sean Rafferty. It's Campbell back at the 40.
Excuse me, David. Rafferty coming in from his right defensive end position. He has 4 sacks on the season, and this one's number 5. He's leading the team, and untouched, or just really quicked his man around the outside, and Campbell never saw him coming as he came from the side. Here's the replay of it. You see the stand man, number 55 on your screen. He just outquicks his man, and once he gets in on top of him, there's just no hope. Good-looking play there by Sean Rafferty.
Backs up the North Stars. They have a second down, 20 yards to go at the RFA 40-yard line. See what Campbell does here. Keeps it on the ground. Plumlee on the right side for about 3 yards on the play to the RFA 37, maybe the 36-yard line.
Interesting call. Third down and long yardage, 20 yards to go, and they put the ball on the ground and trying to, I guess, feel that Rome was going to be looking for the pass and try to pick up some yardage on the ground. That defensive sack by Rafferty is a big, big play because the momentum was building for Cicero North Syracuse. The North Stars were marching.
A minute 40 left in the quarter. No score. Here's a third down play for the North Stars. Campbell drops back, being rushed again, and we have a loose football. Let's see, ball at the 40-yard line, still loose, as everyone goes near the sideline on the far side of the field.
They're saying that his arm was not in motion. Again, it was Rafferty just going in as quick as he could from his defensive end position. Campbell tried to set up and throw the ball deep downfield. As he brought the ball back, he was hit from behind. Nobody could get on the loose football. And it looks like it's going to be a punting situation here now for the North Stars. The punt team is out there. RFA, a little unorganized, too many men on the field.
Now they have to call a timeout. I don't think RFA was expecting the North Stars to punt on fourth down, but RFA's offense very, very dangerous. You don't want to have them near midfield on a first down situation.
Looking at the replay of that last play where Sean Rafferty again comes in to get a piece of the quarterback. Walter Hunt having a chance to get on the football, just couldn't corral it as it goes all the way out of bounds to the far sideline.
See the RFA marching band in attendance at the Carrier Dome. Again, the support this RFA team gets from the fans every time they're here, just tremendous. So Rome Free Academy trying to get in the win column here at the Carrier Dome. They've had some tough luck over the past 2 seasons.
Well, they've had some tough luck. Of course, they were always facing the Baldwinsville Bees, and different opponent this time around. Last 2 years, RFA been unable to get by the semifinal rounds, and trying to break that jinx here tonight.
So it's a fourth down situation. RFA doesn't have anybody back. Maybe they're thinking that would be a fake punt. Here it is, high end over end. Nobody back. It's going to bounce at the 10-yard line. Now it goes down to the 5. And the North Stars down it at the 1-yard line.
No, I don't think they did. They're saying it was a touchback. Nobody got on the football. There's a big break for Rome. They let the ball bounce into the end zone. They had players, the North Star players were right down around the ball. They could have easily downed it. They let that ball bounce inside the cone and into the end zone.
So a costly mistake by Cicero North Syracuse and a big break for RFA. They would have been pinned at the 1-yard line, and nobody apparently touched the ball deep in the corner. 1:10 to go in the first quarter. RFA first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. We have Bennett sent out on the right side. They'll keep it on the ground. Billy Mays powers his way to the 25, now to the 27-yard line.
Just a punishing runner. Billy Mays lowers the shoulder, brings the forearm up, and really punish you. If you're going to come in and try to make the tackle on him, you're going to pay. Mays at 5'10", 210 pounds. Here's the replay of the punt. You can see the North Star players all down around the football. They're letting it bounce, and somehow it gets into the end zone.
Second down for Rome. They'll keep it on the ground again. And close to the first down at the 30. And then RFA gets driven back. And let's see where they spot it. Good enough for a first down. So RFA continues the drive as we have a half-minute left in the quarter.
Eric Gray, the ball carrier that time for Rome. Eric with 475 yards on the season, an average of 6.5 yards per carry for Eric. He's the top runner for Rome.
RFA first down and 10. Billy Mays looks for an opening left side of the line. 2 yards, maybe 3 at best. Todd Teeter, number 33, first man in on the tackle for the North Stars.
A fumble at the end of that play, but they're ruling that the ball was down. Or the runner was down, the ball was dead when the ball squirted out.
Just 5 seconds left. And they won't get a play off before the quarter ends. So a very interesting first quarter here at the Carrier Dome, as both teams had some chances to get on the scoreboard, but after one quarter, it's RFA nothing, Cicero North Syracuse nothing. And welcome back to the Carrier Dome, as we're just about set for second quarter action. This is Dave Peroni along with Doug Meese. No score, and a very interesting first quarter.
Well, what's interesting, this is RFA's second possession. We're in the second quarter, so could be a situation where the last team to have the ball offensively is going to be the winner of the game. Who knows? It's been a very strange first quarter. Cicero's been able to move the ball. Rome has been able to move the ball, but nobody able to put any points on the board.
As you can see, our vantage point here at the beautiful Carrier Dome up in the press box area. RFA with a second down, 7 yards to go, ball at the 34-yard line. They fake the handoff. Thomas rolls to his right, and let's see if it was complete. Looked like it was, and a great catch at the 43-yard line by Billy Mays as he corralled that one in, as it was underthrown by Thomas.
Billy Mays' second reception of the year. He only caught one other pass for 23 yards coming into the game, and a nice-looking shoestring catch for Mays. Mays able to get down low and make the catch before it hit the turf, and it's a first down play.
Great catches. He had to really bend for that one. RFA keeps the drive going. First down and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Here's the handoff. They keep it on the ground again. 47-yard line. And Billy Mays gets up slowly as he threw a key block. Looks like he's okay, but was shaken up just a little bit.
Eric Gray, the ball carrier, out of that tailback position. We've seen both Gray and Nelson in there carrying the ball here against Cicero North Syracuse. Neither man really dominating.
Second down, RFA with a wing back on the right side. Wide receiver also. They pitch it back this time. Looking for room is Gray, and he lost his footing. Penalty marker down on the field as he lost his footing at the 46-yard line.
Preliminary signal is holding against Rome. We'll listen to Dave Morgan.
Okay, on the play, Captain, on the play we got a holding on the offense. If you take the play...
So holding on the offense, that's Rome Free Academy. As RFA just started the drive, now we get the penalty, and we'll see if Cicero North Syracuse will take it or not. Eric Gray, though, looked like he was going to have some good running room around the left side until he lost his footing.
I think he tried to get perhaps just a little bit too fancy, one too many fakes, and looks like he just stubbed his...
We had a holding on the offense. Second down. On the ready.
Looked like he just stubbed his cleats on the turf and stumbled to the turf.
So RFA backed up. They have a second down and long, about 19. Thomas back to throw, looking, has a man open, incomplete, as Dwayne Bennett at midfield was open, but the ball overthrown.
Thomas again with great pass protection. He's able to step up in the pocket, and he tried to just throw the ball, lay it in to Bennett. Bennett going down about 15 yards and breaking it to the outside.
Don't forget, at the end of the game, we'll have our Revere Copper Products Player of the Game Award. And that player will receive a $100 scholarship from Revere Copper Products. We'll have that at the end of the football game. On a third down, Thomas throws the bomb deep downfield, overthrows his man, Jason Tremlett, at the 40-yard line of Cicero North Syracuse. Couple of plays I'm not sure maybe RFA had to really use. I think they panicked just a little bit in that situation.
Well, in that situation, they were trying to go for all the marbles there, and I think Tremlett a little bit gave up on the ball. If he would have just kept right on running, Thomas could have aired it out and got the ball to him without any problem. I think sometimes in big game situations like this, coaches sometimes outcoach themselves, and I'm not just talking about the Black Knights. We've seen Cicero North Syracuse here throw the ball an awful lot also.
Punting situation. Taken at the 36-yard line as Greg Holcraft. And he gets it to 37, where the North Stars have a first down and 10 at their own 37-yard line. So the RFA defense will go back to work, and the defense for RFA Academy has been very, very aggressive, especially toward the end of the season. That has pleased the coaching staff of RFA. We saw in that Auburn game very, very intense. And they're showing the same thing here in this football game. Again, you have to worry about the passing of Campbell. North Stars first down and 10 at their own 37-yard line. We have a wide receiver left and right. They'll keep it on the ground. Ball carrier Plumlee, number 31. That's Jay Plumlee to the 40-yard line.
The last 4 games of the regular season, RFA only gave up 6 points. They've scored 133. So obviously the defense has been playing very well, and the offense has been really on. The offensive line has been the key to the last few games for Rome. They've really moved the ball well. Here they are faced with a difficult shape design. Campbell, beautiful slot.
Slot on the right, flanker on the left side. We have a second down. Here's Campbell, pump fakes once, now he's in trouble. Back at his 30, runs out of the pocket, flag down. He throws the bomb downfield, and it's incomplete, almost picked off by number 11, John Imler, down at the 15-yard line.
Campbell threw that ball about 60 yards in the air. It had some zip on it, but the penalty is very clear. It's going to be a clipping penalty charged against the North Stars, and good inside penetration by the defensive front for Rome. Rafferty again in there along with Ciotti, both players chasing down the quarterback. As you see the replay, just saw the tail end of the penalty there, and there's the bomb. He really unlocked this one and was able to get back and get his hands on the football.
We had a clipping on the offense, second down.
Big penalty that's going to mark the ball very deep now, right at the 20-yard line.
Second down for the North Stars, and they have a long way to go. They have to get up to the 47-yard line. So we have a second down, 27 yards to go for Cicero Syracuse. Wide receiver right, flanker left. They pitch it back to Plumlee. Looks around the left. He's going to get stacked up at about the 23-yard line. Very difficult to run against the RFA defense, especially if you're trying the outside.
Well, it's a difficult spot in the football field. You're on the 20-yard line. You don't really want to throw an interception, so you're a little bit afraid to put the ball in the air. You try to run the sweep, and the defense is playing prevent. Now they're able to run. It's a slow developing type run play. RFA does a good job stringing the play out. Very short gain, a gain of 2 on the play.
Brings up a third down and long yardage, third and about 25 yards to go. Number 84, Holcraft, will come out to the right side. Gussman on the left side. And now we have a penalty marker down on the field. And too much time taken by the North Stars.
That's a delay of game on the offense.
Something that you don't have during the regular season is the 25-second clock at each end of the stadium.
Okay, that's delay of game on the offense. Third down.
Of course, here you have the clock at each end of the stadium, and as soon as the ball is marked ready for play, it starts ticking down. And many times during the regular season, that referee will give you a benefit of the doubt, but here with the clock right in front of him, he has no choice but to call those penalties.
8.5 to go in the first half. Third down, 31 yards to go. They fake the handoff now. Campbell has to just get rid of it. He was really rushed. RFA blitzing on the play, and Campbell back down inside the 5-yard line.
See the two players rolling up off the pile, Don Hindenburg and John Ciotti, both of them right in the face of the quarterback.
So the RFA defense did what they had to do, was stop Campbell and stop them deep in their own territory. RFA could have some great field position here. They already have it, even on a fair catch situation. Let's see if they can get a run back. Here's the snap. And the punt high end over end taken at the RFA 45. Let's see if Imler can cut around. He's still on his feet. Now he's tripped up back at his own 42-yard line. Imler started off at about the 48-yard line and backtrack. Looked like he had a chance to outside, but everything closed in on him.
RFA had the shopping on the sideline, and Imler was trying to get to him, just couldn't get around the corner, and he stumbled right at the end. As we watch the replay, Imler makes the catch on the far side of the field. You see him right at the 45-yard line. He tries to get him each one, and 12 on ball. He just doesn't make it.
First down play for
you have the hook underneath so that it slides out just like, and that is has to reach.
Just keep the on the ground, pick up the yardage that Cicero North Syracuse is going to give you on first down, and you're set up here with now a situation where you can run or throw on second down, and I think that's a big key for RFA to pick up those yards on first down along the ground.
Slot on the right side, second down and about 4. They keep it on the ground. Marvin Nelson crosses the 50 inside North Star territory at about the 48-yard line.
It's going to be close to a first down. It's going to depend on the spot of the football. Nelson going off tackle left. RFA trying to just get some momentum here offensively.
Watching Billy Mays come off the field, I just get a funny feeling that he's not 100%. I don't know if you've noticed anything or not. He looks like he's favoring the right leg just a little bit.
He's going to have a measurement here.
We have Rome Free Academy, Cicero North Syracuse scoreless with 7:32 to go in the first half. And RFA has the first down.
RFA running behind a great offensive line. Neil Skidmore at 6'1", 210 pounds. Kevin Reese, the left guard, at 216. John Thomas, the center, at 220. Chris Greco at 220. Jim Carinci at 255. Those are the guys that really make the running game go for Rome.
RFA on a first down. Nelson, high hurdles across the 45-yard line down to the 43.
Nelson twisting and turning at the end of that run to pick up those additional yardage. And again, a good first down run and makes that second down call all the easier.
Second down. About 5 yards to go for RFA. This time they'll send out Tremlett and Imler. Slot on the right side. Roberti tight on the left side. Thomas pitches back again. Nelson looks for a hole on the left side inside the 40-yard line to about the 39.
One guy I didn't mention in that line is Craig Roberti, the tight end, and right there just a great block to seal off any kind of inside pursuit. Nelson still down on the play, but Roberti playing the tight end position.
BH.
See the trainers attend Marvin Nelson.
RFA had some problems earlier in the season with some injuries, getting all their players back for the playoffs. And you have to wonder, though, when you come back from those injuries, sometimes you just get re-injured again. It's that much easier.
Nelson has not been the durable type back. He has been injured on and off throughout the season, as you said, early in the season, and even in a couple of the other games, missing a game also during the regular season. So He's not been a durable type back. He's not a real big power runner.
Will the clock be a factor? If RFA doesn't score here in the half and then we come back into the second half, I would think that the more the clock winds down, the more the RFA players and the coaching staff have to start thinking again of what's going on here at the Carrier Dome. We just have so many problems scoring here.
Well, I think that's probably true. It probably is working on them from the standpoint of when are we ever going to break this jinx type situation. Nelson now up off the turf under his own power. Kelly Mackley and Dewey Niemeyer, the two people out there assisting him. Kelly, of course, the RFA trainer. As you look at the Revere Award, $100 scholarship to the player of the game, chosen by Dave and I towards the end of the contest.
RFA third down and short inside the 40-yard line of Cicero North Syracuse. Here's a big play. And they keep it on the ground. First down for number 41, Dan Hendeberg, as he powers his way to the 33-yard line.
Hendeberg's been a key running back. He doesn't come in unless it's a critical type yardage, either around the goal line or that short yardage for a first down. And Hendeberg, with a lot of enthusiasm, a very powerful runner. He gives you 100%, the kind of guy you really like to have in your backfield.
Section 3 Class AA playoffs from the Carrier Dome. RFA driving once again, first down and 10 at the North Star 33-yard line. Slot on the right side, they keep it on the ground. Here's Gray, cuts around the left side at the 20. Goodbye, touchdown. We have a penalty marker down. He stepped out of bounds, they're saying, at the 19-yard line.
Gray able to turn the corner, and he was into the end zone untouched. He just stepped on the near sideline. It's going to be a first down, but the ball's going to be spotted right at the 20-yard line. We get a chance to look at the replay. An excellent block being thrown. Watch the offensive center for Rome. He fires out, stays with his man, chops him right down to the ground. A great block by the offensive center for Rome, John Thomas. And as you see the end of the play, you see him just stepping on the stripe.
He stepped out of bounds too at the 17, beside the 20, as you can see on the replay. RFA first down again, Gray left side. And this time the North Stars able to run him out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. But a great run by Eric Gray, just unable to keep his feet in bounds. As we saw in the replay, the official throwing down the flag, but it was because he went out of bounds.
Throwing down the little beanbag to mark where he stepped on the line. And RFA again with a first down call. It's very successful on the ground, setting up another short second down play.
Second down and about 4 yards to go for RFA inside the 15. And this time, power running straight ahead. Dave Caldwell to about the 4-yard line.
Caldwell with both hands around the ball, plows straight ahead. He has 5 carries on the season for 30 yards. Average of 6 yards a carry. Not a bad average.
RFA line really opening up some big holes for the running backs. RFA first down and goal at the 5-yard line of Cicero North Syracuse. They'll go to that Patton and full house in the backfield. Thomas brings them up to the line. Here's the snap. They keep it on the ground. And they're going to get stopped right at the line of scrimmage at the 5-yard line. And on tackle number 33, Todd Teeter doesn't give any running room to Hendeberg.
Hendeberg just having no room at all to cut that ball up. And we have another official's timeout for some more equipment problems for the North Stars. Gives RFA a break here to really decide what they want to call. Second down and goal from just inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, the yardage gets tough inside the 10, doesn't it?
What's been interesting is throughout the season we've seen, and we talked about Nelson getting injured on and off. It seems like whenever Gray is the only running back they need, he just comes in and really ignites the offense.
Right.
And we saw it here again tonight. He comes in and takes right over, like maybe he's trying to prove something, like he should be in there all the time.
Gray, Bennett. Back in the backfield, Caldwell. They give it to Gray. Looks for room, finds an opening inside the 5 to the 2-yard line. And that was just all Eric Gray there, as there were a lot of players right at about the line of scrimmage, and he just saw the opening, tucked his head down, and got to the 2-yard line.
Caldwell and Bennett, the two players out in front of Eric Gray. Gray looked like he was going to try to go all the way to the corner, elected to cut it up, and picked up some good yardage, but a big third down call here.
We have Caldwell, Hendeberg in the backfield also for RFA. Here's the snap. High hurdles, touchdown is Hendeberg as RFA finally gets on the scoreboard.
Donald Hedenberg over the top, just dives into the end zone. His third touchdown of the year.
So we have 4:16 left in the half, and RFA finally gets in the end zone. And that offensive line doing an outstanding job finding those gaping holes for the running backs. And let's see if RFA can add the extra point. It has to be a big confidence builder and a big relief off of these players. Modesett will attempt the extra point, and also the coaching staff of RFA. Extra point's up and good. So we have a timeout on the field. 4:16 to go in the first half. RFA on top, 7-0. 7-0. Rome Free Academy on top, 4:16 to go in the half. RFA cheerleaders, you can see the RFA crowd also in attendance just below us. North Star is very important that they can get on the board here before the half comes to an end. Everyone letting that ball go. Now finally Marzullo takes it, backed up at the 12-yard line, and he's finally brought down at the 13. A little mix-up on communication on who was going to handle that one.
Of course, the AstroTurf, that football is going to take some crazy hops, and RFA catching the break there as the ball bounced way up high. Nobody knew whether to run back and pick it up or try to come in and play it on the first hop.
So Campbell has just over 4 minutes to get his team on the scoreboard and rally them from a 7-0 deficit. First down and 10. North Stars at their own 13-yard line. High formation, 2 men in the backfield. They have a slot on the left side. Let's see if Campbell keeps it on the ground. He does on the first down play. Maybe 2 yards at best, 15 or 16-yard line.
We'll see what Cicero North Syracuse decides to do here, Dave. Is not a lot of time left of half. You don't want to give the football back to RFA, that's for sure. You don't want to turn it over by that. You know, that's what I mean by giving it back to them. You want to try to get yourself some points on the board before the half. So it's kind of a difficult predicament that Cicero is in. You probably are going to go to the pass. You're going to go to something short, something safe.
Second down, 8 yards to go for the North Stars. Again, slot on the left side. Campbell drops back to pass, looking. Now he fires, has a man open at the 23-yard line. Let's give Campbell a lot of credit there. As pressure was starting to mount, he stayed in the pocket, looked and looked, finally had his man open. Number 17, Chris Plumley. Not to be confused with the running back, 31, Jay Plumley.
Plumley doing a good job running his route. He knew how much yardage he needed for the first down, made sure he got that yardage. Good hard throw by Campbell. I have yet to see a quarterback not like to throw the ball off AstroTurf. You always have that dry football. You always have the good footing underneath it. You can be a little quicker back there.
Gussman and Holcraft sent out on the right side. First down and 10. On the ground, nowhere to go. Boy, oh boy. But RFA stuffed the line of scrimmage up that time.
There's no room at all. I believe it was Ciotti there, along with Walter Hunt, those two players closing off that hole.
It's been very, very rare that you've seen an RFA defensive team let the opposing offense go straight up the middle. Now we have an official's timeout again, another equipment repair. There you see we have 2:14 to go in the half. RFA on top, 7-0. RFA trying to get in the win column here at the Carrier Dome. It's been a frustrating, well, this is the third season now, but a frustrating 2 seasons past for the RFA players, coaching staff, and the fans.
I think on the plus side, it is the 10th straight year that RFA has been in the playoffs.
Right.
So the program is obviously successful, just not perhaps lucky.
Let's see what Campbell does here. Second down, passes incomplete. And boy, what a rush by RFA, and Campbell very, very quick to get that off. Number 54, Bob Griffin, really storming in on Campbell.
Just a short look-in type pattern.
And the thing that amazed me there is that he was backtracking when he let that go, and he got it off all wrist action on that pass.
I'll give you a round of applause regardless. I mean, that he was still backwards, throwing the ball forward and zipped it in there.
Here's a big third down play for the North Stars. 3rd down and 10. Ball is at their own 25-yard line. They need a first down as time is winding down in the first half. Penalty markers. Campbell looking, and it's incomplete.
We have here, it's very beautiful. You have the Italian artistry. It is a bracelet suitable for a man or a woman. It's heavy. It's 12 grams in weight. Something that is very, very nice.
One of the strange rules that come about here in high school football, we had an illegal number in the line. And I'm not sure where exactly that happened. I believe it could have been 99, Fred Blanchard.
Illegal participation on the offense, decline, 4th down.
You can only have certain numbers between tackle and tackle, and that's to help the officials out to know who is eligible to receive a pass.
So it's a 4th down and a punting situation. So RFA will get the ball back. Let's see if they can get some more points on the board and open this game up. Here's the snap. A rush almost blocked. And it's fielded at the 47-yard line. Joe Rosado with it. And he's cut down at about the 49-yard line.
But wait a minute.
Let's give Rosado
Snuck something in.
not to call a fair catch as he had some white jerseys right in front of him.
Rosado stepped up, made the catch, tried to get to the sideline. Rosado, the player, remember last week, who ran back the pass interception only to have some tough luck. And you're looking at a replay now of that last play by Rosado. Fields the ball, man right on top of him, tries to get to the outside, picks up a good block behind him, but just too many white jerseys to pick up any yardage.
RFA 1st and 10 at midfield, draw play. They're going to get some yardage. Gray, can he cut outside? 40, 35 to 30, 25 to 20, and he stepped out of bounds again, I believe, at about the 35-yard line. Let's see if I'm right. I think he stepped out of bounds.
Eric Gray with that great
With a upcoming
to the outside, beat everybody to the sideline.
lady.
Able to keep in bounds.
And he did. He stepped out of bounds, they're saying, at the 33. As I watched him turn the corner, it looked like he had that foot out again. Tough break for Gray.
Just a delay play. RFA showing in a spread formation like they're going to throw the ball deep. A little draw play to Gray, and he breaks it for big yardage.
Tremlett and Imler sent out, also a wingback. Here's Thomas looking to throw. Now he passes back to Roberti. He's to the 30. Twists and turns to about the 24-yard line before he's run out of bounds, and he gets another push for good measure.
Nothing hungrier than a tight end wanting to receive the football. Here's the replay of the play just prior to this one. And right there, just at the very start of that replay, you could see where he had stepped on the sideline. Well, Roberti doing a good job, the tight end screen, picking up 9 yards for Rome.
2nd down and a yard. Again, the draw play, looking for Gray. Started to go outside, and he's to the 24, maybe the 23-yard line, close to the first down, and he was stopped on the play by Damon Gussman.
Exactly 1 minute remaining in the first half. Rome moving the ball again. The last time Rome had the ball, a 56-yard touchdown drive. All that yardage picked up on the ground. Don Hindenburg capping off the drive for Rome, getting the touchdown. It was a 3-yard run.
You can see the way that was going to develop once again. Gray had the opening momentarily, and then Gussman just able to sneak in there and trip him up. 50 seconds to go in the half. RFA, 3rd down, less than a yard to go. Ball is at the North Star 24. It's going to be a pass play, incomplete. And RFA rushed that one. Gray was intended for, even though Thomas had a man wide open downfield, and that was Tremlett.
Eric Gray swinging out of the backfield, actually going up the field and breaking it to the sideline. It's a tough play to, and we're going to have a timeout now. It's a tough play to complete because the player has got to catch that ball right directly over his shoulder unless the quarterback sprints out or drops back deep. We have a timeout on the field now. Rome going to talk this one over on 4th down and less than a yard.
39 seconds to go in the first half. I think RFA is really following through on their game plan. They're not panicking. They're following through. Defense playing very, very well. The offense grinding out the yards, using a lot of time on the clock, that's for sure.
RFA is doing very well, keeping the ball on the ground and just outman manning the defensive front of Cicero North Syracuse. So you're looking at the Rome Free Academy huddle. In the middle of that huddle is Andrew Tarkowski, the man that brings out the water to the boys, and there's his dad. We're looking at his dad right there, and if we didn't get him on camera, he wasn't going to give us those stats that we get each week. Ray, the statistician for the league, and does a great job of it.
There he is. He's on camera. 39 seconds to go in the half. Ball is at the 24-yard line of Cicero North Syracuse. 4th down for RFA. Full house in the backfield. Here's the snap. First down. Henderberg to the 20-yard line.
Of course, the clock stops when first down is made in high school football. 34 seconds now. As soon as the chains are reset, the clock will wind, so RFA going without a huddle right up to the ball.
Thomas brings him up to the line of scrimmage. First down play, drops back to pass. Looking, has his man open, and it goes in and out of the hands of Jason Tremlett at the 7-yard line.
Tremlett, the leading receiver, 7 catches, 118 yards. He's got 1 touchdown, and RFA going to their 2-minute drill here. Just a down-and-out pattern to the wide receiver, in and out of the hands of Tremlett.
Goes as an incompletion, but it does stop the clock with 25 seconds to go. RFA will now send out Diuto on the right side, Tremlett on the left side. Here's Thomas back to throw again, looks over the middle, incomplete, dangerous pass play there as it was broken up at the 10-yard line.
Trying to get the ball into Craig Roberti, the tight end, right in the center of the zone. Here's the play before the last one. Tremlett going down the field, breaking to the near sideline. See him drive his man off the line, comes back to the football. Pass laid right in there, and nobody feels worse than he does right there.
So the ball is at the 20-yard line.
One of those plays you caught in practice 100 times.
That's for sure. Tremlett to the left, Bennett to the right side. 3rd down for RFA. Thomas looking, throws over the middle, and it hits someone in traffic, one of the linemen, incomplete. So it's a 4th and 10 for Rome.
I believe we would be just outside the field goal range, but let's see what's going to happen. We may be seeing a field goal attempt. We do. Modesta coming in, putting the tee down on the 27-yard line. It'll be a 37-yard field goal attempt. Imler will be the holder.
So with 16 seconds left, RFA will try and add some points on the board.
Mike Carpenter, the snapper.
Here's the snap. Kick is up. And I don't think it's good. Off to the left. It just had the distance, but wide to the left side. So with 11 seconds to go in the half, we have a timeout on the field. Our score, RFA 7, Cicero North Syracuse nothing. Let's take a timeout. We'll be 10 at their own 20-yard line. And they're just going to keep it on the ground and probably let the clock wind down.
That'll be the last play of the first half.
So time has expired here in the first half. And the 35-yard line before being brought down, number 12, Chris Burr.
Chris Burr, a backup quarterback, also a special team player. Gives RFA great field position to start the second half.
So they'll mark the ball at the 33-yard line. RFA, 1st down and 10. They lead 7-0 in the football game. Thomas brings them up to the line of scrimmage. And we have a fumble, and he gets it back. Thomas with the problem from center. Bad exchange, but he's able to recover.
Thomas down on a loose ball. RFA had a lot of success in the first half, running the ball on 1st down, picking up good yardage. We're not faced with these kinds of 2nd down calls, 2nd down 11 here.
RFA goes with a tight end on the left side. We have a slot on the right side. Thomas fakes, rolls to his left, looks downfield, has Roberti open, has it at the 45, and he's down at the 34-yard line of Cicero North Syracuse.
Craig Roberti with a great reception over the shoulder. A nice pass by Thomas, a play action fake into the line by Thomas, rolls out to his left, throws on the run, and lays the ball right into the tight end. You see Thomas come up in the center. You could see Roberti come out from the line of scrimmage there. And there he is making that nice catch over the shoulder and picks up good yardage.
1st and 10 Rome at the North Star 35. Billy Mays, the ball carrier, picks up a yard to the 34-yard line.
Mays stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, no room at all.
It's a big series of plays for RFA. If they can get another touchdown here early in the first half, has to really hurt Cicero North Syracuse. RFA 2nd down and about 9 yards to go.
14 seconds now to get this play off. Some confusion in the Rome huddle, and they're going to have to hustle to get this play away.
Now they're still disorganized at the line of scrimmage. They get the play off. This time Gray, the ball carrier, spins around inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. He'll be short of a first down by about 4 yards.
Marvin Nelson went off the field hurt in the first half. We see him on the sideline. He looks okay. Gray has played ever since and played very well. Broke 2 runs that would have been touchdowns had he not stepped out of bounds in the sideline. So Gray able to move the ball effectively on the ground, replacing Nelson here as we are in the second half.
Bennett and Tremlett sent out far side of the field. 3rd down, 4 for RFA. Pitch back to Gray, picks up a block at the 25, and he's down to the 21-yard line. Good for an RFA first down.
Good offensive line play by Rome. Rome able to get downfield with their linemen, make some key blocks on secondary people. All kinds of room for the running back.
So the drive continues for Rome Free Academy. Ball at the 21-yard line of the North Stars. Diudo gets sent out on the far side. RFA will go with a double tight end this time. Here's the snap. They keep it on the ground. Billy Mays straight ahead. 10-5, touchdown! Big opening for Billy Mays there. As the RFA line just opened up a gaping hole, and Billy Mays straight through. And RFA gets on the board again.
Just a fullback dive right straight ahead, 21 yards for Billy Mays.
So RFA now leads 13-0. Extra point attempt by Steve Medesit. Boy, what a big hole there. You're not going to stop Billy Mays once he gets going. Very strong in the legs. Here's the snap. Kick is up, has the distance, and it's good. So a big series of plays, as we talked about, for Rome Free Academy as they get on the board again. We have 9:20 to go in the third quarter, and RFA is on top by the score of 14-0 as you see the replay.
This play happened so quick. It's a real quick hitting play by the fullback. He's through the hole. It's a very quick handoff by the quarterback Thomas to the fullback.
And RFA has a little breathing room. I think this is going to force Cicero, North Syracuse, and Campbell to open things up. Have to go to those pass plays now. RFA all set to kick again. 3 men back at the 15. Little squib kick bounces at the 30. Now taken at the 25-yard line. Number 84, Greg Holcraft. Can't find much running room. Gets to the 34-yard line before he's brought down on the play. So the North Stars, first down and 10 at their own 34 with 9:15 to go in the third quarter.
Holcraft doing a good job faking to one side, coming back to the near side on the return. RFA again going with that squib kick, keeping it on the turf, making someone handle the football along the ground.
This time we send Gussman on the left side. Flankered out on the left. We have a slot on the right side. Single man in the backfield. Let's see if Campbell goes to the air on a first down. Drops back. Looks toward the sideline. Has Gussman open at the 45-yard line. Then he's run out of bounds at the 48-yard line. And let's give Campbell credit. As Doug said earlier in the first half, Campbell really able to get that ball off with a lot of speed, especially to the far side of the field.
Well, one thing that Campbell does on his drop back, he backpedals. He doesn't turn and go backwards. And we have an injured Rome Free Academy player all the way over on the far sideline. As you look at the Revere Award, the $100 scholarship to the player of the game, which will be coming up as this half winds down. But as I go back to talk about Campbell, when he backpedals, he's looking downfield, able to look at his receiver, able to look at the defensive backs and find his man. And he sets up very quickly. When he does stop and release the football, it's a very quick release. It's not It's not a real long windup. He just zips the ball right out there.
I believe the player maybe just had the wind knocked out of him. A big pile up on the far sideline at the 45-yard line as Damon Gussman just got open. He's been open almost all night, and Campbell's been able to hit his man.
The RFA defensive backs are respecting the throwing ability of Campbell. They're not playing real tight on the wide receivers. They're giving them some room, and the short passes are going to be open for the North Stars.
You have to wonder now if RFA will open up this game a little bit more. Maybe they'll mix up pass and run a little more than they did in the first half since they have a 14-0 lead.
Well, I look for Rome to continue to dominate on the ground. As long as Rome can move the football along the ground, I think they're happy. They know that they have a very successful running game, and they're not afraid to use it. They will mix up a big play type offense if conditions warrant it. Mike Ripley, the injured player, coming off, and it looks to be a hand injury. He injured that hand earlier in the game, I believe the same hand. He's holding his right hand, I believe, as he's coming off.
So Ripley comes out of the game for RFA. It's a first down for Cicero North Syracuse at their own 47-yard line.
Ripley will be a big loss. He's the second leading tackler, 52 tackles.
Let's see now if the North Stars can drive into RFA territory as Campbell brings them up to the line on a first down play. Drops back to pass, pump fakes a couple of times. Now he lets it go downfield. Man is open, and it's incomplete, and it's out of nowhere. John Imler came across the field and broke that one up.
Excellent job defensively from the free safety position. John Imler knows he has deep responsibility, and he looked like his man was wide open. Gussman going down the near sideline. Hey, we watched the replay. Campbell comes back, pump fakes, tries to suck the defensive defender in, and you see Imler come across. He's the deep man. He's got deep responsibility. Bats the ball away. Good-looking play defensively. Eric Barlow, the man, just checking into the game at cornerback spot for Ripley, and Cicero North Syracuse attacks him right away.
Second down, 10 yards to go for the North Stars at their own 47-yard line. They go to the ground this time. Little bit of an opening to the RFA 46-yard line as Todd Teeter, 5'10", 200-pounder, able to get his way into RFA territory.
The fullback for the North Stars able to find good running room, and tackling for RFA there is Don Hendenberg at the end of that play.
Teeter comes out. Jay Plumley checks back in for the North Stars. Third down and 4. And they need some points on the board. 8:07 to go in the third quarter. Campbell back to throw. Gets it off. Has his man open. Gussman again. And a good move by Gussman to the 34-yard line of RFA, as he did not have the first down when he first caught the football at the 38-yard line. Put a good move on, and now he has it inside the 35.
A good run after the reception. A great pass by, as we see the replay, you can see Banbury for Rome right in the face of Campbell as he releases the football. And Gussman able to slip the first tackle. Hendenberg coming across from the night back or monster man position to make the tackle for Rome.
So the North Stars driving once again in RFA territory. First down and 10 at the RFA 34-yard line. Campbell back to throw again. Looking. Now he's trapped at about the 39-yard line.
Mike Healy from the defensive end position able to come in to make his 4th sack of the season. And a good second effort there by Healy. Healy was really blocked well at the point of contact, but Mike never gave up. As you watch the replays in the lower part of your screen, you see he's held up for a second, but breaks free, actually breaking through 2 men to get in and force Campbell to the turf.
Campbell really hangs in there.
Campbell's a very steady performer. He doesn't get flustered. He's very calm back in that pocket. Likes to look over all his receivers before he releases the football.
Second down, 14 yards to go. Campbell back to pass again. Now he's chased out of the pocket. He's going to run 40, 35, and he's brought down at about the 32-yard line. He'll be short of a first down. He picked up about 5 or 6 on the play.
RFA just rushing 4 men that time, and all 4 men getting chopped down. So Campbell had a lot of time to look downfield, but Campbell paid the price at the end of that play as the middle linebacker Billy Mays come up to really tattoo him.
So they'll spot it at the 32. Here's a big third down play for the North Stars, a big play for the RFA defense. 3rd and 8. And Campbell's going to drop back, has everybody downfield, throws it deep toward the end zone, and it's incomplete, as it was intended for number 90, the tight end, Al Fried.
Fried going down in a post pattern that time, and Campbell just leading his man by a couple strides too much. Good coverage there by Grandy and Imler, both players back.
Looked as though Fry could have ran a little bit more toward the end zone, a little bit more of an angle, and he may have caught up to that ball.
Just a little miscommunication perhaps between receiver and quarterback. The quarterback thinking his receiver was going to cut through the middle. A 4th down situation. The ball's on the 32. They need 8 yards for a first down, and the North Stars are going to go for it.
4th down, 8 yards to go at the RFA 32-yard line. RFA defense looking pass. Here's Campbell back to throw. Avoids the rush. Throws downfield. Complete. Here's Gussman. And Gussman may have a first down. Let's see where they spot it. As he caught the football at the 26-yard line and he dove for the first down yardage. He's going to be very, very close.
Gussman chased by Joe Rosado. RFA coming with a blitz that time. You watch the replay, you see the linebacker in the middle of your screen coming in, getting picked up nicely by the running back. A good reception by Gussman coming back towards the quarterback. He knew he had to hustle to pick up first down yardage, and he lunged. Good second and third effort there. They stretched the chains out, and it's a first down by half the football.
Boy, what a great effort there. It was all Gussman on that one.
It's a big play on 4th down to pick up the first down, keeps the drive alive.
Here's where the RFA defense, though, always thrives and gets tough.
RFA has only given up 6 points in their last 4 games, so the defense has been playing well.
Campbell brings them up to the line of scrimmage. Have a slot on the left side. I formation. Here's Campbell straight ahead as he hands off, and not much running room at all. Again, we've repeated, I don't know how many times, very, very difficult to gain a lot of yardage on RFA when you go straight ahead, as Darren Recor picks up only 2 yards on the play.
Recor not playing in the first half, as you see him limping off. Well, he's just limping off to the far sideline, and he was a question mark in the North Star lineup. He didn't play in the first half. He is a good runner for them. Gained 392 yards on 87 carries, but I don't think we're going to see him back.
Todd Teeter checks in the game. Jay Plumley checks out for Cicero. On a second down play, here's Gussman. And he lunges again. And Gussman to about the 16-yard line. He was stopped at about the 18. And I think the way he's playing, RFA is going to have to make sure they finish off the tackle on him.
Well, that's for sure. We saw Hendenberg come up and put a hit on him, but didn't wrap his arms around him, and Gussman was able to keep his balance, twist and turn, and pick up some additional yardage. Again, the North Stars in 4-down territory. It's 3rd down and some 3 yards to go, and RFA's defense really with their backs to the wall here.
RFA working on Mike Ripley on the sideline, as you saw. 3rd down play, and they hand it off, and I believe a late flag as they get inside the 15-yard line.
Just a fullback dive play will pick up referee Dave Morgan.
Okay, we got a holding on the offense.
So that hurts Cicero North Syracuse as they're trying to get some points on the board with 4:17 to go in the third quarter. Ball is at the 15-yard line. You always see those penalties in a very tough situation down near the goal line or toward the end zone. Seems when they crop up.
You got to give RFA's defense some credit, Dave, because they'll make you commit penalties. They're that quick. They won't give you a good angle to block them.
We had a holding on the offense. We got a 3rd down.
So the ball pushed back to the 25-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down and about 11 yards to go. North Stars have to get to the 14-yard line of RFA. Campbell brings them up to the line. So we have wide receivers left and right. Campbell back to throw, being rushed. He's going to get hit back at the 37-yard line.
Billy Mays on the sack, coming from the middle linebacker position. He's the fullback on offense, so defensive middle linebacker. on defense, and he just blows through. You watch him. He's in the center of your screen. He's just that quick. He beats everybody through the hole, and once he grabs you, you're not going to go too far.
Boy, oh boy. Billy Mays with sure power on that play. So now the North Stars in a real tough situation. 4th down. And they have to get to the 14-yard line of RFA.
RFA in their prevent defense now. Extra defensive backs checking into the game.
4th down and about 24 yards to go. Campbell pump fakes. Being rushed. He's going to get hit. Now he avoids it. Runs to the 35, and that's where he's brought down. Give Campbell credit, though. Hung in there as long as he could. Everyone covered downfield. And RFA's defense stops the CNS offense. And RFA will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Bob Griffin there on the tackle on that last play for Rome's defensive unit. RFA with a 14-0 lead and a chance to put a drive together and put this game away.
Key there was CNS took a lot of time off the clock and came away with nothing. Draw play, Gray, 35, the 40, cuts to the outside, 45, the 50, down the sideline. He stepped out of bounds again at the 46-yard line. That could have been 3 touchdowns for Eric Gray. Steps out of bounds at the 46 of CNS.
At least this time he was forced a little bit to the sideline. The other 2 times he just seemed to run out of bounds. And we have an injured. Watch the replay here. It's a delay. He fakes like he's going to go to his right. Comes back to the near sideline. And right there you see him step onto the line.
Good camera work on the sideline, as you can see that one. And Eric Gray has to be saying, what do I have to do to keep my foot in bounds? Coach Tom Hoke just looking down at the out-of-bounds line, just shaking his head.
We have an injured Cicero North Syracuse player right in front of the Rome Free Academy bench.
Treeless Insurance Center, a proud sponsor of RFA football. Treeless Insurance Center, handling all forms of insurance at 113 West Court Street. Stop in at one of 2 Dairy Queen locations and try the Blizzard Dairy Queen on Upper Black River Boulevard and Erie Boulevard West. Kosher Brothers Oil Company, distributors of Sunoco oil products. Don't forget their auto parts store and U-Haul rentals at Ridge Mills, Upper Black River Boulevard. Jack's Cleaners with professional dry cleaning, fast, friendly service, and delivery service. 30 years of quality service to the Rome area, Black River Boulevard, and on West Dominic Street in Rome. La Monica AMC Jeep Eagle. At La Monica, they're big enough to be strong, small enough to be friendly on Erie Boulevard West in Rome. Crazy Freddy and the staff at Video Works with all the latest movie rentals, 309 North Jane Street. Stop by and see everyone at Video Works for the latest movie rentals. And don't forget those Tuesday and Wednesday night movie rental specials. All of our good friends at Simpkins on the Mall, downtown Rome, and Simpkins Ski, Hike, and Bike, Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro for all of your skiing needs. Sale prices in effect right now, and they have downhill ski packages complete at under $300. On a 1st down play, Rome Free Academy with the football. Eric Gray left side of the line to about the 42-yard line.
The play before this was a big play. It picked up a 1st down, but even a bigger play because Damon Gusman, the wide receiver, shaken up for Cicero North Syracuse. He's on the bench. He's very, very bad ankle appears to have. I doubt we'll see him back in there very soon.
A big loss for the North Stars. Here's Thomas back to throw on 2nd down, and everyone was covered downfield. He dipsy doodles a little bit around the 45-yard line, and that's about it.
You could see Thomas not comfortable in that pocket. He could not set up and look downfield. He couldn't get his feet set, planted to throw the football, and went down on the turf.
So the ball just inside the 45-yard line. 1:44 to go. 3rd quarter. RFA with a comfortable 14-0 lead at this point. RFA sends a wide receiver left and right. Here's Thomas back to throw. Looking. Has his man wide open. That's Tremlett at the 34-yard line. Tried to get up, but he had his knee down.
Tremlett wisely got the 1st down yardage. He knew how far he needed for the 1st down, made his pattern route that long. As you said, Dave, he went down on one knee, downing himself as he made the reception. Well, he's not quite that fast, but he's quick.
Thought it was a Keystone Cop there. Here's a first down play. RFA will keep it on the ground, right side of the line, inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And the way RFA's offense has been opening up those holes, all they have to do is just keep grinding away, get toward the end zone, and kill some more time off the clock.
This is when it's very difficult to play Rome Free Academy in football. You have to have a big defensive play. You got to turn the tide around and stop Rome here, because you know they're just going to grind the yardage out right at you.
Second down, 5 for RFA. Thomas forced out of the pocket, lets the pass go, and it was complete at the 17-yard line. And just keeping his feet in bounds is Diudo. Now they're saying he didn't. Let's see, one official said yes, the other one said no.
It's a very good call. You could tell he did not have possession of the ball when he went out of bounds. The official was very concerned in the spot of where he went out of bounds. That's what officiating is all about, helping out your teammate out there, if you will, your fellow official. And
I don't think he had any feet in beside not having possession.
I think the official right on the sideline was really watching the feet to make sure that the ball, make sure his one foot was in bounds, not paying attention to where the ball was, and you could see that Diudo never controlled the football.
Third down, Rome. Draw play. Here's Gray, big opening, 25, and he's down to about the 20-yard line. Good for a first down.
Something you don't see Eric Gray do that often, run the ball between the tackles. He likes to break it to the outside, but he's not afraid to get in there and mix it up. That type of situation, it really reminds you of Matt Taylor, the great running back for RFA last year, and Gray able to twist and turn and really pick his way through the defensive backs, pick up the first down.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. RFA first down and 10 at the Cicero North Syracuse 20. Gray has it, goes to the outside, 15, down to the 10, and he's finally brought down. Good recovery by Gray as he almost fumbled the handoff there, or the pitchback, I should say.
See Gray wearing those gloves on his hands, and it's not really cold in here. It's very comfortable, as a matter of fact, and as he took the handoff, you could see the ball come out loose, and Gray able to recover and pick up very closely 10 yards. It's going to be second down and short yardage when we come back.
So that's the end of the third quarter at the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. As the teams change goals, RFA is on top by the score 14-0. And RFA has this one well in hand. One more touchdown here by RFA, if they could get on the board, would really, really put the backs to the wall for the North Stars. So 14-0 is our score. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment. RFA is on top as we get set for fourth quarter action. RFA driving. Ball is at the 10-yard line. Less than a yard for an RFA first down. Tremlett and Bennett get sent out on the right side. And plenty of yardage for the first down to about the 6-yard line as Dave Caldwell.
Caldwell checks into the lineup offensively, giving Billy Mays a rest. Of course, Mays plays middle linebacker defensively, so he definitely needs that rest. And RFA looking to really control this semifinal game here. First down and goal from the 5. Earlier tonight, West Tennessee had an easy time with Auburn to make it into the finals of Class AA.
First and goal, Rome at the 5-yard line. Hendeberg, the ball carrier, to about the 3, maybe the 2-yard line.
Good look at Hendeberg there, taking that handoff with his head up, looking for the hole. It wasn't where the play was designed to go. The hole was a little bit to his right, and he quickly broke it back that way. Nearly got into the end zone.
So they'll mark it at the 2-yard line. Second down and goal for RFA. Full house again in the backfield. Hendeberg, Gray in the backfield along with Diudo. Here's a touchdown, Gray, as he gets in the end zone for another 6 points for RFA.
Good blocking at the point of attack. Also, Diudo coming across from his position to make a key block, and Eric Gray getting into the end zone.
So RFA had some more points on the board.
You see Gray getting in there easily on the replay.
Extra point attempt coming up. 11-12 left in the football game. RFA on top. 20-0 at this point. You see North Syracuse trying to rush on the extra point attempt, but it's good. So we have a timeout on the field. RFA adds more points on the board. Rome on top, 21-0. Let's take a timeout. We'll be right back. Kickoff taken at the 34-yard line. And the North Stars of Cicero, North Syracuse will have a first down and 10 at their own 44. And their backs are to the wall now. They have to get on the board here on this possession. No doubt about that.
They've had a lot of success throwing the ball short. Let's see if they come out and try a little bit of a ball control passing game. Go to the short passing game. Try to march the football down the field, get some points on the board. They've not had an awful lot of success with the long passing game or the running game.
It's going to be very, very tough at this point. RFA with a 21-0 lead, and you have to go against this defense. Really have your work cut out. Let's see what Campbell can do. Drops back to pass, looking, and in heavy traffic has his man at the 48-yard line of RFA. That's Chris Plumley.
Chris Plumley on a curl pattern between the zones of Rome Free Academy. Rosado there on the stop for Rome's defense.
May even have to go to that hurried up offense. Sometimes that loosens up the defense where maybe you can't throw the long pass, but you can get a lot of short yardage gains and get those first downs. Second down, let's call it 2 yards to go for the North Stars at the 48-yard line of RFA. Just get the play off. They had a second left on the clock. Here's the pass, incomplete at the 40-yard line. It was intended for Chris Spear, number 88, and Eric Barlow with a great defensive play at the 40-yard line for Rome.
Eric Barlow replacing the starter, Mike Ripley, and Barlow doing a good job. The receiver going up, gets his hands on the football as you watch the play. Barlow coming in and finishing off the man.
So it's going to be third down and short. Hallcraft gets sent out far on the right side. Chris Plumley now goes in a slot. We have a wide receiver to the left side. Single man in the backfield. And they're going to give it this time to number 31, Jay Plumley. And nothing as he lost yardage back in midfield.
Something that sometimes or very often goes overlooked is the defensive signals being called by the football team. Don Bruce, the defensive coordinator, calls the signals in from Rome Free Academy, and that time obviously ready for the run. The defense was ready to stuff that play. It was a third down and almost 2 yards to go. Could have been a passing, could have been a running situation. Obviously, Don Bruce guessing right that time and having the right defense for that play.
They better hurry up. They're not going to get this play off. 2 seconds, 1, and he just got it off when it ran out to 0. And Teeter, the ball carrier, has a first down right side of the line to the 43-yard line.
So that's 2 times now that Cicero North Syracuse has gone on fourth down in the game and picked it up, made that conversion. Those are big, big plays offensively. It's got to give your offense a lot of confidence.
You can see some of the RFA fans in attendance here at the Dome. First down. Cicero North Syracuse. 43-yard line of RFA. 8:59 left in the ball game. Slot on the left side. We have a wide receiver on the right. Campbell drops back to pass. Lets it go, and it's incomplete at the 35-yard line. Intended for Troy Merriam.
Merriam just driving his man down the field and breaking to the outside. Eric Barlow there in coverage for Rome. RFA is playing a little bit of a prevent defense. They're not letting any receiver get behind them. They know that Cicero North Syracuse has got to put some points on the board in a hurry. 8:48 remaining in the game, and RFA would be content to give Cicero North Syracuse the short pass.
Second down play, second down and 10 yards to go. Ball at the 43-yard line of RFA. They keep it on the ground. Some good running room that time for Teeter inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. He'll be short by 5 yards of the first down yardage.
See Walter Hunt rolling off the bottom of the pile along with Griffin.
Let's call it third down and 5 yards to go as the RFA defense continues to grind. They're looking for a shutout in this football game. Here's Damon Gussman checking back in, so apparently he is shaking off that injury he had a little bit earlier here in the second half. He has been a big player for this team all season long. Checks in on the slot on the left side. Penalty markers, and I think they ran out of time.
We got delayed a game on the offense.
Some of this penalty, I think, could be attributed to the coaching staff. They're running the plays in, and I don't think that player coming from the sideline is getting in there quick enough.
We had delayed game on the offense, third down.
Because the offensive team is not taking a lot of time in the huddle. They're waiting for the play to come onto the field. And many times when you do have to run plays in, it causes these types of problems.
So it brings up a third down and just about 10 yards to go at the 43-yard line of RFA. Here's the snap. Campbell being rushed. Now he runs out of the pocket, lets the pass go, has his man. That's Chris Plumlee at the 30, and he's run out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. So it would look like disaster in the backfield for Campbell. Turns out to be a first down.
Campbell with some great football sense as he drops back in the pocket. He's always looking downfield, and he seems to sense. You could see him sense the black jerseys coming in around him. Runs right out of the pocket and zips the ball into Plumlee, and Plumlee thrown out of bounds by Mark Brandy.
So it's a first down, keeps the drive alive for the North Stars. First down play, not much there. Right side of the line to about the 27, maybe the 26-yard line as time becomes a big factor now. 7:45 left in the ball game. Rome on top, 21-0.
Talked about football sense. Those are the kind of things that you just don't teach players to do. Some players just seem to have it.
So it's a second down and about 9 yards to go. Gussman sent out wide on the right side. And now we have an official's timeout. There was some talk earlier in the season that RFA was lucky in that first game at RFA Stadium. No luck in this one here. They're just outplaying the team.
Well, that game actually played at Cicero North Syracuse, Dave. And
here's a second down play. Back to throw is Campbell. Everyone was covered downfield, so he just threw it toward the sideline on the far side of the field. Incomplete, third down and 9.
Campbell having a little trouble getting the snap that time. He didn't have a real good grip on the football as he was backing out, pulling out from underneath the center. That, I'm sure, had some effect on his throw. I think what you're referring to is the coaching staff of Cicero North Syracuse saying that RFA was lucky to come away with a win the first time these two teams met in North Syracuse. And RFA, you have to remember, was really dominated with injuries. They had their entire backfield out for most of the first half.
Here's a third down and 9. Campbell back to throw. He's going to be rushed again. Gets the pass off. Incomplete. Would have been enough for the first down. It looked like Hallcraft had it for a second, and then it scored it free.
Big part of the game right here. You see every time after he throws, Campbell is knocked to the turf, and again we see him getting up slower and slower. The RFA pass rush just teeing off. They could care less about run at this point. They're just going all out, straight up the football field, converging on one number, and that's number 10, that number of Bob Campbell.
Doesn't matter how durable you are. There's only so many times a quarterback can get sacked, and then you just come up again and try it over, but you can't be as fresh as in the beginning of the game, that's for sure. There's only so much pounding you can take. Campbell back to throw on a 4th and 9. Rushed again, just lets it go. Has a man open at the 20-yard line. Gussman, and he has a first down at the 17-yard line.
Got to give Damon Gussman a lot of credit. He's only a junior, 6'1", 163-pounder. He obviously changed his route. He knew his quarterback was in trouble. He didn't go deep. He saw the defensive backs for Rome go deep into the end zone. He just pulled up short, was able to make the reception and pick up the first down. So, again, another 4th down conversion for the North Stars. They continue to move the football, just unable to put points on the board.
And how many times has it looked as though Campbell was going to be sacked? So many players right around him, and somehow he finds an opening, runs up a couple of steps, and fires the football. First down play, number 31, Jay Plumlee, the ball carrier, maybe a yard to the 16-yard line.
James Banbury there for Rome, along with 4 or 5 other black jerseys. Walter Hunt rolling off the bottom of the pile from his middle guard position. They ran right at him.
So the ball marked just shy of the 15-yard line. Second down and a long 8 for the North Stars. Exactly 6 minutes to go in the football game from the Carrier Dome in Syracuse. Rome on top 21-0. Wide receivers on the left side for the North Stars. Campbell back to throw, rushed again, gets it off, has a man open. That's Plumlee inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And RFA really charged in from the corners, but again, Campbell able to get it off at the last second.
Rafferty looking for another sack, looking for his 6th sack of the season, but not to be, as Campbell again saw him coming, stepped up and delivered a strike to his wide receiver. And RFA is going to take a timeout here. Defensively, these troops are just tired.
So we have 5:43 to go in the football game, and RFA is on top 21-0. At Zimbel's Mini Mart, the Quality Inn of Rome. Delicious food in the Shalimar restaurant, and don't forget the Gazebo Lounge live entertainment. And that's where everyone goes now. The Quality Inn of Rome. The Small World Boutique at 208 North Madison Street in Rome. Here's a first down and goal. And rushed behind the line of scrimmage is Campbell, and he's dropped back at the 19-yard line.
We do have a flag on the play, and RFA coming right through the line of scrimmage.
They got illegal motion on the offense.
First time Cicero has had a first and goal situation. I believe RFA is going to decline this penalty. You see the replay.
Got illegal motion on the offense. Decline. Second down.
Walter Hunt, John Ciotti both in there. Campbell never had a chance. Going into tonight's game, RFA has only allowed 40 points through league competition now. 40 points in their 5 wins and 1 tie. So RFA's defense been playing well all season long.
Here's a big second down for the North Stars at the 18 of RFA. Campbell back to pass. It's deflected as an RFA lineman got a hand on it. Goes as an incompletion, brings up a third down play.
Sean Rafferty from his defensive end position getting his hands up quickly and deflects that football.
Time is running out for the North Stars. 5:15 to go in the football game. RFA looking for a victory here to continue in the playoffs next weekend at the Dome. So RFA has had some tough luck the last couple of years, and looks like today they'll get back in the win column, barring any unforeseen circumstances. Here's a third down play. Campbell back to pass, lofts it in the air. It's incomplete. Penalty marker down. Definitely Holcraft interfered with in the end zone. Good call by the official.
Man-for-man coverage. The RFA player right there, stride for stride. Never looked for the football.
We had defensive pass interference.
It's going to be an automatic first down.
So they'll talk it over, they'll mark it off, and then we'll get the official call from Dave Morgan, the referee. 5:09 to go in the ball game, and a real good call as he was just sandwiched in the end zone.
Look at the end of the replay. We're actually looking at the wrong man here. As they come into play, you can see that the Rome player never turns, looks for the football.
We had pass interference on the defense. That's an automatic first down.
It's going to be first and goal from the 9-yard line.
Holcraft didn't even have a chance to even turn around as he was hit from behind, actually, in the backside.
The ball was underthrown. Holcraft tried to come back for it, ran into the Black Knight player. First and goal again now for Cicero North Syracuse.
At the RFA 9-yard line, Campbell looks to pass, lofts it up in the end zone, and it's intercepted! Intercepted in the end zone, and I don't know why he threw that one up.
That's got to be a result of all the pressure applied to Campbell throughout this drive.
Intercepted by John Imler.
The defense just too tough for him. I wasn't sure if it was Imler or if it was Mark Grandy. We'll see if we can pick up a replay. And the man well covered, the intended receiver, had no chance at the football as Campbell just lobbed that one up in the end zone for grabs.
And that was wobbly for sure. A lot of traffic where he threw the football. So RFA takes over. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 5 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the football game, and RFA with this one well in hand now. Up to the line of scrimmage, Thomas gives it to Gray, sweeps around the 30, the 35, and he goes out of bounds just past the 40-yard line.
Gray is very, very deceiving. He is so quick off the ball and able to start and stop and cut on a dime. And those have been the types of runs that have really made RFA's ground game work.
So the ball spotted at the 40-yard line. All RFA has to do now is just pick up some first downs, keep the ball on the ground, and wind out the clock. Gray comes off now, gets a breather. RFA with a double tight end. They keep it on the ground. Here's Dave Caldwell still on his feet at the 45-yard line.
RFA wisely here, Dave, getting some different players into the lineup. We see 4 players coming in again. An opportunity for some players to get some game experience. I think we're going to see Chris Burr come in at quarterback.
Marino Saccone checks in, 71. Steve Brackett, 75. David Hayes, 76.
Also, it's going to be obviously a chance for RFA to protect some of their key players from injury, knowing that they're going to go on into the finals here.
Here's a second down for RFA. Henderberg, the ball carrier, finds a big opening and has a first down inside Cicero North Syracuse territory at the 48-yard line. As Chris Burke calling the signals now for RFA.
Rob Amadon checking in with the play there as you see him check into the huddle, number 13.
Henderberg checking out now. Caldwell checks out of the ball game. Diudo checks in as he gets sent out on the right side. Burr quarterback. RFA with a first down and 10 at the 48-yard line of Cicero North Syracuse. And the ball carrier Brian Norcross to about the 46-yard line.
Norcross, the fullback, going straight ahead. Picks up a couple yards on first down.
RFA just wants to wind out the clock. 3:40 to go in the football game. RFA at this point is going to go to the finals next weekend right here at the Carrier Dome. So they mark the ball at the 46, second down and about 8 yards to go for RFA. One man flanked out on the right side, 2 men in the backfield. Here's the snap. Amadon this time, and Amadon to about the 42, maybe the 41-yard line as he puts both hands around the ball and kind of backtracks toward that area.
Rob Amadon, 17 carries, 65 yards on the season, and Amadon that time, as you said, twisting and turning, almost having his back to the direction he wanted to go, still able to fall and pick up yardage.
Third down and short for RFA. Third down and about 3 yards to go as you see the clock winding down. 2:50 to go in the ball game. RFA 21. Cicero North Syracuse nothing as the Black Knights come up to the line of scrimmage. Chris Burr in a quarterback. Here's the snap. Amadon looks to the outside and to about the 40-yard line. May have picked up a yard. It's going to be a fourth down situation now for RFA.
I would guess that RFA will just run another offensive play. I don't think they'll punt the ball away. We'll wait and see here.
And we'll be announcing our Revere $100 Scholarship Player of the Game Award for you in just a moment. As RFA face now with a fourth down situation. Fourth down and about 3 yards to go. Ball is at the 41-yard line of Cicero North Syracuse. Here's the snap. They keep it on the ground and not quite enough for a first down. Inside the 40 to the 39-yard line is Amadon. And I think tonight, at least in my opinion, I think number 52, John Thomas, the center for RFA, should get the Revere Player Award of the game. He has done one outstanding job at center tonight, all the holes he's opened up.
Well, RFA's whole offensive line had an excellent game. They played very well. They've been playing very well throughout the season. They've really come together as a group, and John Thomas having an excellent game.
So 52, John Thomas, the RFA center, is our player of the game, and he gets that Revere Copper Products $100 scholarship. And now we have a timeout called on the field with 1:35 left by the North Stars of Cicero North Syracuse. So with a break in the action, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Football game. Cicero North Syracuse with the football, and they get up to midfield inside RFA territory, and some good running that time. As number 42, Chad Farnsworth, checks in the game. Picked up some good yardage to midfield. It's a first down. for Cicero North Syracuse, right at midfield. There you see the clock. RFA some 75 seconds from advancing to the finals here next weekend at the Carrier Dome. Here's a pitch back this time to Rick Caparo as he sweeps around the right side to the 38-yard line, and he's finally forced out of bounds.
RFA will face West Genesee, and that should be another good matchup between those two teams.
Definitely.
RFA able to take it to West Genesee at Camillus, but a little different story when you're talking about the finals of Section 3 Class AA football.
First down and 10 for the North Stars at the 40-yard line of RFA. We have exactly a minute left in the ball game. They keep it on the ground. Rick Caparo again, the ball carrier to the 35, and I believe a late flag. A late flag right at the 35-yard line of RFA.
Okay, we had a dead ball, personal foul on the defense.
There you see John Thomas again, our player of the game, a $100 Revere Copper Products scholarship for John Thomas, the RFA center. And just an outstanding job by John and the entire RFA team. They held it together here in this football game. There were a couple of moments where maybe they could have panicked, but they didn't this time.
RFA had a very consistent...
Dead ball, personal foul on the defense, first down.
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan. RFA had a very consistent game. They moved the ball well offensively on the ground.
There you see our technical crew, an outstanding job here at this football game. On a first down, here's a pass play, intercepted. Could he get to the outside? No. To about the 28-yard line. I thought maybe RFA was going to see another touchdown on that one. Don Taylor, 60. And RFA will just run out the clock now with 45 seconds to go in the football game. You see the rest of the crew here. An outstanding job on this football game.
RFA will have to snap the ball twice here just to run the remainder of the time out.
Ball is at the 29-yard line. First down and 10 for RFA. They'll just snap it here, then they can let it run out. Burgess backs up, and that should really do it. Should be able to run this one right out.
That's right, they won't even have to snap this one. They'll just let the clock wind down here.
So RFA is going to advance to the finals against West Genesee's Wildcats next weekend here at the Dome in Syracuse. And there it is, RFA 21 and Cicero North Syracuse nothing. As everyone congratulating one another on the field. There you see everyone down there as RFA in celebration as maybe the jinx has been broken. We are going to take a timeout. We'll come back with some post-game information for you in just a moment. Final score once again, RFA 21, Cicero North Syracuse nothing. Let's take a timeout. We'll be right back.